Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about how I stayed in shape while traveling. If you didn't already know, then I went traveling quite recently for about 4 months. I'm also a personal trainer, so health and fitness is a huge part of my life, staying in shape, going to the gym. This is all about how I managed to maintain, to a certain extent, what I look like and my kind of health and fitness levels. So the first thing, which you might not like to hear, is consistency before you go away. So I know that a lot of people, before they go on holiday, or if you're going traveling for a couple of months, is you kind of tend to crash diet. So you know you're going to be in a bikini soon, so you eat a little bit healthier, you go to the gym more, you basically change the way you live your life for a quick fix. And then obviously when you go away, you're going to be eating completely differently, you're not going to be training the same way, and you will put that weight back on. So the most important thing is to kind of build this consistent lifestyle of going to the gym, keeping active, doesn't have to be the gym, eating a certain way, living a fairly, I have such a balanced diet. I do eat fairly healthy, but I think I eat really normally. I also eat a lot of biscuits and chocolate, and I incorporate all the different foods into my diet. So for me, consistency is eating that way whilst training in the gym, and not obsessively either. I'm talking 3, 4, maybe 5 times a week, and just staying active around that. So if you're consistent beforehand, then you're not going to suddenly go away, eat slightly differently, maybe not train as much or whatever, and then put on loads of weight. It's only going to happen if you have completely changed the way you live your life. Like I said, diet, exercise loads, and then go away and stop that. Then, you know, you're going to put the weight back on because your body's not used to it. You've not trained it to be a certain way, your metabolism will be all confused, and then that's a nightmare for putting on fat, losing muscle and all that. So to repeat it one more time, being consistent with your training and your eating before you go away. Number 2 is really obvious one, but stay active. The kind of trip that we did, we went to Australia, New Zealand, and then traveled Southeast Asia. So for us, it was quite an active holiday anyway. My boyfriend really likes mountain trekking, so therefore I have to like mountain trekking. I loved it really. But we were pretty active. So in New Zealand, for example, we did loads of treks, whether it was just a day, a few hours, walked everywhere. We also did longer treks, so they last 3 days at a time. We climbed loads of mountains, so Mount Rinjani in Indonesia, for example. Go watch the videos. It can be just walking everywhere, always taking the stairs. These are 2 things that I always do in England, is I walk as like anywhere possible. It's so good. I think people, it's so underestimated as like an active thing. Like people just assume it doesn't count. It bloody counts. But other activities, depending on the type of holiday you're on or the traveling that you're doing, you've got swimming, diving, snorkeling, kayaking, cycling, trekking. You know, it all counts. Going places and doing activities that are specific to that place, so you're taking part in their culture and whatever. So for example, Bali, yoga is a huge thing. You cannot go to Ubud in Bali without doing yoga. So doing things like that, and doing social things. Like the gym is quite an anti-social thing. You don't want to be traveling and being like, see you guys, I'm just gonna go spend 2 hours in the gym every couple of days. You want to do social things. So again, going with a group to do a trek, or going on a big group boat ride, like in the Philippines, joining a tour group was so fun. You meet so many cool people. You go out on a boat, you're really active throughout the day. You're jumping off the boat, you're swimming in the sea, you're snorkeling, you're doing like walking up and down hills. Like it's just the best thing. So staying active will not be difficult. I probably did way more cardio in the 4 months traveling than I usually do. So not to be completely cliche, but the world is your gym. My 3rd point, and relevant because I need to drink this, is drink water, especially through the traveling days, long flights, even short flights. They're so dehydrating, and any traveling, like overnight buses, all that horrible stuff, you need to drink so much water, and you need to consistently drink so much water. Again, something I did before I go away. So if you're one of those people that doesn't drink much, start now, and if you're going away in a few months and you're preparing, get those habits in early, and then go and drink a lot of water, which is harder because you have to pay for it, and in places like Asia you can't drink out the tap really. It's not good for the tummy, but it's super cheap. Just stock up on loads of big litre bottles. I cannot stress enough how important drinking water is for weight management and just keeping your body, like everything just working properly. It's so good for your insides and your outsides, keeping your skin healthy, keeping you feeling good, feeling energized. If you're energized, you're going to want to work out more, you're going to feel better, you're going to make better food choices, etc, etc. Everything follows. And this brings me on to the next one about food, which is buy your own food and snacks wherever possible. So we did quite a lot of traveling around in a camper van in New Zealand, and yeah, we treated ourselves occasionally and spent money on a meal out, but it is expensive. Buying your own food is a lot cheaper, and cooking in like a campsite kitchen or in the back of your van, and then you're in control. So you can cook healthier things. You can cook lean meats, fish, vegetables, whole grains. If you go to the restaurant and you're like me, you're going to want steak and chips. You're not going to choose quinoa and chicken salad. Like, So definitely cooking for yourself is a big one. Even in like if you're staying in an Airbnb or your hotel has a little kitchen, like try and cook yourself a meal and you'll feel a little bit more on track and just get those greens and all those good fibers and everything back into your body. Along with that comes snacks. Always be prepared. This is something in England, I am always prepared with snacks. You've got to be, otherwise you get hangry, things get out of control, you make bad food choices, you end up spending more on like shit food. If you go to a supermarket, you should anywhere in the world be able to find things like nuts and seeds, like really basic things like that, fruit, and then other places you might be able to find protein bars or nut bars, things like that. I know it is harder in some countries to find healthier options, but they always exist. So just search a little bit harder, stock up on loads at once, and then you've got them to eat in your hotel room while you're traveling and while you're out and about as well. Number 5, this one is go to the gym if you want to. I don't want to tell anyone while they're traveling to go to the gym and I only stay in shape because I went to the gym. I went to the gym a handful of times. We didn't go that much. It was certain places. Australia, New Zealand, we went a few times. I don't think I went at all in Indonesia because we were doing so much active stuff. But places like the Philippines, we even managed to find a gym. You can find them anywhere. If you want one, you will find one. And they're usually quite cheap for a day pass. Or they might even be part of your hotel or Airbnb. And then what I tended to do when I went to the gym is instead of training like a split body part, which is something I usually do here, I did train more body parts together, mainly because I just hadn't been in so long. You get far too sore if you train one body part. You want to get your heart rate up, get the most out of your workouts. You also end up just wanting to do your favorite exercises. So for me, I was like remaining deadlifts, like grab some dumbbells, just doing that. And then I love lat pull down. You don't want to spend your whole time in the gym, so being smart about your workouts. So training a few muscle groups together, hitting the compound movements like deadlifts and supersetting everything so you can get your workout done quickly, get more sweaty, burn more calories, get it done and get back out into the sun. Just please, whatever you do, do not make the gym feel like a chore when you're away. If you go, make sure it's because you enjoy it. Make sure it's not because you're obsessed or you feel guilty or you feel bad or you're punishing yourself or wanting to work off yesterday's donut. Do it because you enjoy it. Do it because it makes you feel good afterwards. You don't need to be doing it all the time. I know that I would much rather be trekking and looking at gorgeous views than just in a gym, but at the same time, every now and then, it is normal life. You're away for 4, 5, 6 months, whatever. If you like the gym, you're gonna wanna go. It makes you feel good. It's a little part of home as well. There's something nice about being in the gym if it's part of your lifestyle already. And how many times can I say gym in this sentence? The next one is for those times when you can't find the gym or you just wanna do a quick 20-minute workout, and that is doing your own home workout or hotel workout or Airbnb workout or beach workout or garden workout. Whatever the workout is, you can do it on your own with next to no equipment, with whoever you're traveling with. Doesn't have to just be on your own, but you can do it with little to no equipment. The one thing I took with me was glute bands. Okay, so the only 2 things I took away with me was this glute band, which is the extra heavy resistance. These are from Amazon and they are the Starwood Sports ones. So I'm pretty sure they come as a pack of 4 or 5. I only really use this one because it's the strongest one and it is amazing. And the only other one I took is this, which is like a longer one. I actually got this sent to me by Optimum Nutrition, so I have no idea where it's from, but it's good for like glute activation. Again, you can wrap it around itself. I used it for deadlifts, good for things like you can stand on it and do like lateral raises, front raises, things like that. Quite a lot of more upper body things. I've got quite a few videos actually up using this. I post stuff on Instagram. There'll be loads of other YouTube videos where people have glute band workouts. And yeah, I posted some of my own like no equipment type workouts on YouTube already, so go and check those out if you are going traveling. But even if you don't want to pack something like that, which by the way takes up next to no space in your bag, you can do everything body weight. Like, you just forget how amazing, how tough a workout can be with no equipment. So things that you might even forget to do in the gym now, like press ups or mountain climbers, like those sorts of things, if you don't do them often, you actually come to them and you're like, these are really hard. I feel like I'm getting a bit sidetracked here, but home workouts, there's loads of information out there, there's loads of videos to follow. You can just get up, do a 10-minute HIIT workout in your room. You can do 20 minutes of glute training. You can do it in a circuit style as well. You can pretty much do it anywhere. You can do it on the beach. Number seven. Now this is a really random thing to say, and it's not something to do because it's something you desperately want to avoid, but I also just wanted to explain why I didn't come back after 4 months from eating whatever I wanted and barely training. I didn't come back absolute massive blob. But one of the things that helps with that, which I am not encouraging in any way, shape or form, but I thought it was worth a mention, is getting the shits and basically just having a generally dodgy tummy. Now this is something I've talked about in my previous sit down travel video about what I didn't tell you about traveling, so all the kind of downsides, and this is definitely a big one. So you don't want to be getting ill at all, but these times are inevitable, especially if you're in places in Asia, like getting barley belly. I was really ill in Indonesia and I got food poisoning in the Philippines. When you feel like this, you're not going to be eating. You've got basically nothing left inside you. So those are times where you do lose weight quite quickly as well, which, so obviously you would put it back on, but you do lose weight, and that includes both fat and muscle. So I just found when I came back is I lost a lot of muscle, and this is definitely down to not training, but it's also down to getting ill and being sick and things like that. So just bear that in mind. I didn't want to be not eating and being sick. That's just not something I want to be doing. It makes you feel really weak. Just wanted to mention that as a little factor, because that definitely plays a part in your weight and your body and how you feel and your health and everything. Number 8, and the last one in this video, is don't stress. You are away, you're traveling to enjoy it. You just need to enjoy yourself. You don't need to stress about the gym. You don't need to stress about what you look like. I know it can be hard. You do feel very different. You do feel like you've lost muscle. For me, I felt like my bottom was sagging more. You just don't feel tight and lean and strong. It is difficult, I totally get that, and especially when you've been eating a lot of beige food, and I get the feeling of feeling bleh. If you follow the points that I've mentioned in this video of like being active, going to the gym occasionally, drinking lots of water, preparing yourself with healthy snacks, just making smarter choices here and there, whilst, with the final point, still enjoying yourself all the time, not feeling guilty, just going out and eating pizza because you want to, and trying all the local food, even if it's really high in fat or high in carb. You just need to enjoy yourself. And I'm making this video not because it's something I want you to consciously think about all the time or worry about, but it's because I know that a lot of people genuinely want to know how to stay in shape and how not to come back completely different to how you went away. And the truth is, you will look different. That is just the matter of the fact, the truth, the matter of the truth. That is just a fact. So you've got to be prepared to change, but you've also got to trust your body. Like I said, if you're consistent before, if you make smart choices while you're away, your body's not gonna totally freak out on you and like double in size, or you're not gonna lose every single inch of muscle. I went to the gym a handful of times in that 4 months, like maybe once every couple of weeks on average. And I stayed very active. You can do it, you can go away for 4 months, you can eat things that you enjoy all the time, you don't have to restrict anything, you can make smarter choices and healthier choices alongside those other nice unhealthy choices, and you can just be outside all the time and see what you want to see, do what you want to do, or even like sightseeing, walking around temples. It burns so many calories in that heat. So you need to be drinking all that water. You can do it, you can go away, you can come back not looking like a total disaster. You can then get back into your training and enjoy it even more because you've had a break. So that was a huge waffle at the end, but I hope that this video has been helpful. I hope that it's inspired some of you to think differently about going away for a long period of time. I know it might be something that people worry about, being away from their normal routine and food and diet and gym, but it is 100% more than worth it, and if you're willing to accept those small changes, then definitely go for it. It should not hold you back. If you have any specific questions, then please drop them in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you, or message me on social media. Like I said, all my travel vlogs are up so you can see where we went, what we did, how we stayed active, what we ate. There's a lot of food in them always, and you can see workouts that I did. Sometimes they're incorporated into the vlogs. For some videos I did a completely separate one. For example, in Kuala Lumpur there's a hotel gym workout. Hope that you have an amazing time if you are going away. I will see you in the next one. I've lost what I was saying now.